I'm Rachel Prince, and I am the owner of the online vintage boutique, QuirkyFinds.com. It's QuirkyFinds, and I am here to tell you a little bit about my company. Quirky Finds specializes in vintage purses, vintage perfume and cologne, vintage vanity items, vintage compacts, and just really cool vintage accessories pretty much. And how I started the business is, it really all started with a dream. Like, for real, it started with a dream. And as I say, this is not a cliche, it really started with a dream. Because I've always, since I was old enough to have my own money, I'll put it that way, I've been a collector of vintage purses, and I guess that started from me watching black and white movies and just having a flair for anything old. I guess I'm an old soul, I'll put it that way. But I love vintage. I love how it's original, and I mean, just everything now is so copycat and trendy, and yeah, and with vintage you find something unique and it has a past. And I think the items speak to me because maybe they have history to them, and I think that's what I love about them the most. They have their own identity because, I don't know, either they belong to someone or they were just created in a different time, in a different space, and it's just something that I've always found really cool. So back to the dream. It all started with the dream. Like, literally almost every night, well, not every night, like every other night or so, I would have these dreams, and I'm in a house, or like a big old house, or an estate, or just, it belonged to someone, basically. It was someone's living space. And I'm just surrounded by vintage purses. I mean, like beautiful, beautiful purses and bags, like lucite and bakelite and alligator and beaded, and just the most beautiful bag. I mean, like, when I say surrounded, I mean the room is like filled with them. And then there's just perfume bottles like on the shelves and on the dressers, and just the most beautiful, rare items you can ever see in your entire life, or maybe only in your dreams. And at first I'm in the room by myself, and then I hear people coming, and I'm like, oh goodness, like if I start to freak out, everybody else is gonna know what's in here, and then they're gonna get them. And so I'm like, okay, be cool, be cool, be cool. And so then I just start grabbing everything, and I just have so much stuff, and then I wake up. So when I wake up, I'm like, what the heck? I don't have any stuff, what the heck? Because the dreams are so real that I really do not know if it happened, if I have stuff, if I don't have, I just don't know. So, but every time I would have the dreams, it would be like my calling to go out there and find stuff. And every single, like, I'll have the dream the night before, and then the following day, I would find just the most beautiful, rare item. So I was like, what the heck? I think I'm onto something. So of course I kept having the dreams. I kept getting stuff. And I was like, okay, that's when Quirky Finds was born. I was like, I got a lot of stuff. I'm having these dreams. It's a calling, and now I pretty much use it as a way to share my Quirky Finds with you. And so that's pretty much how the business came along. And it's doing really well. People know me all around the world, and I've turned into a personal shopper. So you can come to me and say, hey Rach, I'm looking for this certain purse, certain color, you know, from the 1950s or 70s, whatever. Can you find it for me? And I'll say sure, because that's the plan. And a lot of times I do end up finding it. And a lot of people come to me also with, because I do discontinued perfume or vintage perfume. And people assume that perfume will go bad. And it all really depends on how it's stored. So if it's stored away from the sunlight and in a cool place, it can keep. So we're talking about bottles from the 20s, 30s, turn of the century, and the fragrance will keep. And they, like a perfume house will discontinue a fragrance. And if it's your favorite scent, or it was your mother's scent, and there's a bit of nostalgia, you know, so many people look to reconnect with the past. So they say, hey Rachel, can you find such and such perfume for me? I say sure. And I normally do, because I still have the dreams, and it comes to me, and I find it. And I just happen to be, not saying that I'm good at what maybe I'm good at what I do because I love what I do. I think that's it. And when you love what you do, it'll come to you. So it comes to me, and like I said, always in love with vintage. That's just my thing. And I'm at a good place with the business, and of course it's gonna grow because it's growing so much every day. And I just, I want to say thank you to everybody for really supporting me, and keep coming at me, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I'll post more videos, and maybe I'll teach you a little bit about purses and tell you what to read and different. There's so much to tell you about perfume, and because that's a whole nother thing that I can go on for like another hour or so rambling. But visit quirkyfinds.com. That's QUIRKYFINDS, and I will see you soon. Okay, bye-bye now.